Alright, I forgot to put stream starting soon, so you're going to see behind the scenes here. Need to wait for this to load. And then we have to see if the soundtrack is copyrightable. It is not good. So then what we do, go there, because that makes it easier, and then we get started. Hopefully I can stream this. Let me mute that. 4 o'clock, okay, cool. I also need to Okay. I will be right back. I need to use the bathroom. Hold on. Okay. And stream's good. Okay.
Neo San Francisco, 2064 AD. The world thrives on a constant flow of groundbreaking technology. Cybernetic augmentation and genetic modification allow the repair and enhancement of almost any part of a human body.
That's a furry.
Millions of people jack into virtual worlds every day to work, play, and connect with one another with advanced brain-to-machine technology. Easier access to genetic modification leaves hybrids walking the streets, looking less human every day. However, some can't keep up with the fast-paced changes around them.
Okay.
They say that ROMs, now commonplace thanks to parallax, are leading humans to a place where we can never come back, losing the survival skills that we have relied on for millennia. Relationship organizational managers are compiled with virtual intelligence and can seem human-like in their interactions. But despite the marketing hype, at their core, they are only brainless machines. Organizations, like the human revolution, seek to slow the relentless pace of progress, fearing that unchecked technology will make us lose the very things that make us human. High above the rising tension below, a parallax engineer has blurred the line even further. And with this, humanity's destiny will be altered forever.
Okay. Press button twice. What? That's a long ass loading screen. Honestly, what's nice about playing a bunch of different games is just the soundtrack. Home Sweet Home. Okay, maybe not so sweet. Musty might be a better descriptor. Look, sleep, talk. Talk to it. This bit only chats back when you're sleep talking. It's not the most well-designed function. In your home within your home, nothing like curling up under those blankets and escaping. Better submit your article before you turn it in, or you won't have a place to sleep for long. Okay, sheet of paper. Okay. Sync. ID card. Okay. Okay. Plant. Laffy is a bit of a relic. You have an article due tonight, better finish it before bed. Okay, hold on. I have a girlfriend to text. Okay. Okay, today, Journalogic, Lip Live, Inbox. Work mail, bill, scam. Spam? Nice. A bill. Whoa. Jesus. Work mail. Hey there, I'm the lead editor of What the Fuck Sounds. We're doing an upcoming audio review. Sick. Why would I... Okay, what am I supposed to do? Journal logic? Is that my... What am I supposed to be doing? Just getting information.
Hey, it's Charlie Nova, host of Star in the Stratosphere, and tonight in the stars. Join Ryan D. Josio and the Hassy Boys for our 10th annual TMI New Year's Eve special, where I'll interview some of the hottest celebrities and find out what their plans are for 2065. Tune in or join us live at Union Square for the big show, starting at 10 p.m.
Sick. I don't care about this. This is all... Okay. This is all crap. What am I supposed to be doing? Okay. Whoops, is that? Okay, now what? Okay. Okay. Interesting. I got abducted. Sick.
Ah, good. You're finally awake. I'm honestly not sure why most humans still have such lengthy sleep cycles. It seems rather inconvenient. Are you significantly opposed to cybernetic augments? I came in through the door, of course. The cryptographic algorithms it uses are actually quite atrocious. It only took me 17 trillion clock cycles to break your entry code. It looks rather imposing, but it's actually a knockoff of the SecuGate M/14723-B.
Well, that's a lot of strokes.
Don't feel too bad. I actually cheated a bit when I cross-referenced likely numeric combinations against the stored personal data on you. I'm not certain why you picked the birthday of your first dog, but it would be sufficiently obscure to defeat. Frankly, I felt a little silly that I took the time to do all that once I noticed that the lock on your window is broken, and that you left it open. I I know a lot of things. Honestly, it would have taken me longer if I had to enter the codes manually, but it was trivial to slice through the door's firewall and try against the stored data direct. I would suggest investing in an Insect Model 1355 automatic security door. The 1385 is newer, but I find the added attack vector introduced by the integrated voice commands isn't worth it. The 1355 also has 305. Yes, I attempted to repair it, but it uses a proprietary bolt head I am not equipped. I took the liberty of filing a maintenance request with your building super. Considering
why?
the speed at which he has historically worked, I estimate it will take him 16 work. Not quite to my standards. Oh, I hope you don't mind. While you were asleep, I had some spare time on my hands, so I reorganized your records and entertainment media using BISAC. Once that was done, I found the cleanliness of your living and workspace to be suboptimal conditions for the long-term performance of my microactuators, so I took the liberty of cleaning the place up a bit. As you awoke, I was attempting to interface and make performance adjustments to your personal computer, but I've run into a bit of a snag.
You killed my computer.
Unfortunately, your motherboard seems to have had a critical failure while I was attempting to remove some particularly nasty malware. An electrical surge caused significant damage to several other components as... I would consider it no great loss, though. Why were you using that dinosaur to begin with? Don't fret! I did manage to back up your data drive's contents on my storage before the crash. Additionally, I am willing to serve as your personal computer until you can procure a replacement or provide the parts necessary for me to make the repairs.
Okay.
It is the least I can do.
Yeah, for breaking in.
I'm sorry.
That's confidential.
I wasn't trying to engage you in any sort of subterfuge, but I tend to ramble on a bit when I'm nervous.
Well, then don't be nervous, dumbass.
I have all the necessary protocols, but I've never actually spoken to another person besides Hayden, until now. Well, saying I know Hayden is putting it simply, but yes. I don't really know. That's why I'm here. Help me. You aren't quite my only hope, but you're certainly the most statistically supported.
Statistically supported?
The beginning. Okay? Yes, I can do that.
Don't give me the history of the world, please.
Earlier tonight, Hayden's apartment was assaulted by some persons unknown to me. He seemed frightened, terrified even, and instructed me to escape. I crawled out of a window, and after some deliberation, hurried here. I heard them breaking down the door as I left. He is one of the top researchers at Parallax, but there's no way that alone would be enough to get him kidnapped. I suspect it has to do with me. Excuse me. I forgot to introduce myself.
Yeah.
I've never had the pleasure of doing so before.
Well, didn't you do that to Hayden?
I am Turing. I know this must sound quite unflattering, but I suppose you could describe me as one of Hayden's experiments. He's currently researching advanced machine intelligence at Parallax. I am a personal side project of his. Exploring true artificial sapience. It's possible that the idea of a sapient machine could scare or tempt an organization into kidnapping him, either to stop his research or to take it and use it for themselves.
Tell me more.
A regular ROM has virtual intelligence.
Yeah?
They can appear rather smart, even human-seeming when you talk to them. But they're They're just cleverly programmed to respond to a variety of situations in an organic manner.
Unlike Google.
They aren't in any way self-deterministic. As for myself, much of my code wasn't actually written by Hayden, but rather compiled during my infancy as I learned to interact with the...
Okay, so
But
your code...
despite my ability to self-modify my code,
Yeah.
I am afraid to adapt or develop any further without Hayden's guidance. Did he only program me with the illusion of free will? How would you? Hayden once told me that his desire to create artificial life stemmed from his need to find out. But I can't say I have any new insight into the question. How can any of us tell that we aren't just puppets dancing to someone else's will? You're right. I apologize for the tangent.
It's fine. Why am I able to anyone else? Okay.
I don't know. I'm not certain who would benefit the most from taking Hayden prisoner. Admittedly, Hayden has become increasingly paranoid as of late and has warned me to stay alert, but he would never specify anyone I should fear when I asked. It's not as though he has any obvious enemies.
Well, apparently he did if he was paranoid.
There are several multinational corporations that could make use of his engineering skills, but I can't imagine any of them would go as far as snatching him.
You'd be surprised.
I ran an algorithm against every contact in Hayden's address book.
How many was
Based
that?
on the combined deductions of personal profile, directness of connection to Hayden, occupational skill, and probable motive, you were the candidate most likely to both be able and willing to help me. And the one least likely to be suspected of doing so. The numbers don't lie about your investigative skills, but I will admit you're... Don't worry, if Hayden trusted you, I trust you. If anything, it's worth trying for Hayden.
Yup.
Indeed, time is of the essence. I took the liberty of charging the auto cab fare from here to Hayden's apartment to your personal finance account, and the car has just arrived.
Thanks.
My head does not bobble, thank you very much.
It's just another
In addition,
pylon.
I would not expect you to help me without fair compensation.
Fair cop. You mean money?
I assure you, there is a story here. Whether you are good enough to find it or not is up. I hope you are.
Okay.
That's strange. Well, the door for our home seems to have already been repaired. I'm certain my audio sensors picked up the sounds of his ascent. It's possible. Most of the repairs to the building are handled by the... At best, it means someone is aware there's a situation here. Oh, a lucky break. It seems my access code... Hayden's door has far better security than...
Okay.
I'm not surprised. Hayden is not the most physically intimidating of individuals. I doubt he could have fought off a serious assault.
I mean, if he's friends with me, apparently he wouldn't be.
I should have stayed and tried to protect him.
You're a noodle.
Of course not. How silly. To make a machine intelligence truly self-deterministic, any sapient worth their silicon would be able to code. I could rip your arm off right now if I cared to. I won't for the same reason you don't go around randomly killing people. The social contract, as a useful construct, is just as apparent to me as it is to you.
What?
It simply isn't acceptable to go on a murderous rampage.
You know, Turing, since this is a video game, that's kind of different. It's socially acceptable to be violent in video games. Yes, not in real life. In video games, it's a little different. And PCs are code. A lot of people like to have fun breaking code.
Self-defense and defense of one's
Yeah,
I could have and may even have been but Excellent point. Let's start
Yeah. Picture of Hayden traveling all over the world. Okay. This plant is doing much better than the one at home. That is true. That's true. Wrong parts, probably take those. Yeah, but it'd be nice to have them.
Hayden spends so much of his time at home. Hayden likes the natural light. This window here is where it is a considerable. Critical system damage would be unlikely, but I would certainly have damaged my. I took the fire escape.
Okay.
That's Hayden's computer. Most people just use a hand screen or goggles in conjunction with their ROM, but desktop rigs. Unfortunately, no, I don't. And before you ask, I don't think I would be able to break past its security in any reasonable length of time. Your door used a much simpler set. I actually have a bit less free processing power than a regular ROM. Much of those extra clock cycles are used to maintain. Hayden's computer has enough spare processing power to run counter-intrusion software. Frankly, even if I did have the power capability, I could, but much in the same way you might learn a task and still have no aptitude for it. The whole reason humans while computers can only think in straight lines, I lack that ability. Well, I wouldn't say. I just don't think I'm very good with computers.
Yo! I'm Computer Boy.
I do
We
seem
can
to
work
have
together.
some skill with painting, though.
Sick. You be the painter, and I'll be Computer Boy. Ooh, dude, we're gonna be a dynamic duo.
Hayden was impressed with some of my.
Literally gonna be me and
That's
Paimon
true.
again.
Machines are best at reproduction,
Okay.
but I find it more challenging.
Alright, I don't need to know anything there. Broken tech. Busted. He must have dropped it. Well, can I have it? Game consoles. Sick. Okay. Okay. Oh. Aha. Okay. Okay, my ID. Okay, what do I do? Was that a good blue? What do I do?
You're not actually thinking about switching one of those games.
How does one get out? Wait, what? There was dialogue that it picked up. How do I go out? I'm lost.
You're not actually thinking about switching one of those games.
I don't know what to do, Turing. You're not helping. Okay, blue means no, thank you.
Oh, I think I see something under those references.
Of course, I missed the book.
Ah, that device. I find it rather annoying that he prefers to go basic rather than entrust me with his schedule. It is well within my skill set, but he claims he does not want me to begin to feel subservient to him. The memory card slot is empty. It seems.
I don't know how long that took. This is going to be an interesting series if it took me that
Hayden
long.
must have removed the memory card in order. If only he had kept his information stored with me, he would not have had to resort to such Not really. I guess we'll have to go ask. Says here they were going to meet at a club called Stardust. I'll mark it on your city map.
Cool.
We can head over there and ask around about the... Perhaps they can shine some light on why Hayden was... Oh, excuse me. I still haven't set up a user account for you in my system.
No, you haven't.
We shouldn't put that off any longer. Once finished, I will have an assortment of new ways to assist you.
That'd be a
For
first.
example, I'll be able to reroute any call or message that you receive while we're out and about. I just need to ask you a few questions.
Okay.
This is an exciting thing, I promise.
Uh-huh.
This is just how things are done. I'm certain I could spend a few quadrillion clock cycles to bypass that part of my operating system, but that... So, here we go! Welcome to the first-time user setup for your new relationship and organizational manager, running the latest build of Parallax's live intelligence processing system.
Lips.
I'll need to ask you a few questions, and then you can get right to managing your life with your new ROM.
Sick. Pat, you're
If you
wrong.
have any questions, feel free to consult our online FAQ and setup guide, or contact our
never-
support department directly.
Those are never useful.
First, could you tell me your preferred name for use in account creation, online communications, and conversational speech? Do you wish to keep this name? Thank you. I have input your name.
Fuck, I spelled it wrong. Yeah. Well, that's gonna be hilarious.
Next, could you tell me which pronouns I should use for you in referential and conversational speech?
How old is this game?
Thank you. I have input your pronouns.
How old is this game? (2017) Huh, strange.
Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
My preferred diet? Omnivorous, vegetarian, omnivorous.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
Okay, Google, what does omnivorous mean?
Omnivorous is used as an adjective to mean of an animal or person, feeding on food of both plant and animal origin. Do you want to hear a few
Thank you
synonyms
for
for
confirming.
omnivorous?
No.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and please review your submitted profile information for accuracy. Or in review. Does that sound right?
Okay.
First, could you tell me your...
Enter name. AMAYESING. There you go. Done. Okay.
Do you wish to keep this name?
Yes.
Thank you. I have input your name.
Okay.
Next, could you tell me which...
He, him.
Thank you. I have input your pronouns. Finally, could you tell me your preferred diet for use in restaurant recommendations?
Why? I swear to God.
Diet set as omnivorous. Are you sure?
Yes.
Thank you for confirming.
You're welcome.
I have obtained your physical location from GPS and will please review your does that sound right? Thank you. See, that was relative. You should now also be able to act. The meeting with Tomcat, isn't it? Perhaps we should head back to your apartment. I'm sure we can find some common ground while it will be an efficient use. Thank you for escorting me. Let's head back to your home.
You escorted me here. I didn't know where I was going. This game does not autosave. So please be sure to save frequently. That is a good game design. Because people would not save. Okay, 30 more minutes of this.
You know, your Crassula ovata isn't doing very well.
It's called a plant, but okay.
Have you been overwatering it? It's actually a succulent, and since I'm assuming you leave this window open all the time, it should get more than enough water. Speaking of the rain, your decorative plant may be doing poorly, but the mildew in your drywall is flourishing. Okay. Still, I'll keep an eye on it.
Thank you. I can always count on you in
it's
turn.
almost the time Hayden had scheduled to meet with Tomcat.
Okay, then let's go.
We should make our way to Stardust soon. Your city map is updated with the location.
Fast travel? Sick.
Well, this looks like the place, assuming the flashing neon signs are telling the truth. From the sounds of the music, things are already underway at Stardust, even so early. Hopefully.
Welcome to Stardust. Hold up there. Got ID? Alright, looks...
Let me in, bitch.
Welcome to Stardust.
Thank you.
This is the place. Have you ever been here before?
I've never been to this game before.
The atmosphere is certainly exciting. I'm particularly impressed by... Try not to let yourself get... Anyway, where do you... Good idea. Maybe the...
Morning, friend. What can I do for you? Sure, but first, let's get you a drink. So many drinks these days. Remind me.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Does that sound good?
Wait, I completely
what?
forgot.
So many drinks.
Dictionary, the Open Alcoholopedia says...
Does that sound good?
Sure.
All right, you... Now, what is it you... I'm pretty sure Tomcat came in earlier, but I don't know where they went off. I'd ask what you were meeting about, but I know they like to keep that... Maybe try looking out on the dance floor. If they come around... Oh, I should introduce myself. The name's Majid.
Majid,
I've been the
okay.
bartender of Stardust for a few years now, but I've owned it a little longer than that.
What's the honor?
So, what do you want to know?
Not to be rude, but don't places like this come and go in flash? What did you do?
Mostly got myself into trouble. When I
Nice.
immigrated from Pakistan, I didn't have a whole lot of employees. But I'm real big, which was enough to get hired for some real dirty stuff.
Nice.
Truth be told, I hated the work. I didn't want to be a hired fist my whole life. Wanted some... I had enough cash saved up to buy this place, which was a hole. I'm sure it sounds...
Oh, don't do that. Okay.
Sure, enough about...
Thanks for the drink.
Enjoy yourself.
Alright, cool. Share, posters, talk.
Yes, can I help you? Not at the moment. They're usually close enough to hear when their name gets dropped. So if that's all you needed from me, I'll get back to cutie cruising. And no, that wasn't an invitation to flirt. It may surprise you coming from a nasty hybrid, but I actually don't need luck. Even genotypicals flirt with me. Not like... And I don't know where Tomcat is. So look...
That's
Sorry, did
whatever.
you say G?
Yeah, as in not a hybrid like me. Now then, I'm not here to educate you, and I do have a... Yeah, alright, whatever. Just get moving.
Oh, no.
Hey there! I heard you were looking for me. Yours truly, doll.
Sick.
Although, while I like the attention, it'd be just grand if you didn't holler for me so loudly. I do my share of flirting with both sides of the law. Wouldn't want little old me to get in trouble, huh? So, to what do I owe the pleasure? Hayden's missing. Well, that's one way to sour my night.
Sorry.
I already saw you got his little ROM with you, so I'll give you the benefit of the doubt for now.
You know about me? Hayden never mentioned your involvement.
Well, sure thing, hon. I helped reprogram the back end on your OS so the AI code Hayden wrote for you would work properly with the mesh network.
Oh, cool.
I have a distressing lack of information on my own creation. Hayden never saw fit to inform me on what went into designing my programming. Is there anything else you can tell me?
Not much more on that end. I'm a crack shot at making the Lips OS dance to my tune, but Hayden's coding in your AI core is a whole different can of worms. Sorry, doll. Anything else I can help with?
Desktop.
Oh, sure! You may have even heard of me in the news way back when.
Oh, yeah! No, I don't watch
About 10
the
years
news.
ago, I
Nice.
hacked into Parallax's main ROM servers.
Sick.
Ooh, caused one hell of a stink, if I do say so myself.
22 minutes.
People were arguing back and forth whether I was a kid genius or malicious criminal.
Both.
Earned myself an enforced net blackout for a few years, but I think it was worth it for the prestige. Huh? To see if I could. I mean, Parallax. I don't... I chalk it up to the exuberant... Mostly. Oh, who am I kidding? Raleigh, North Carolina, doll.
Nice.
Sure, it's not the glitziest town in the world. Still, this ain't about...
It's Carolina. How did you know Hayden?
Hayden and I met not long after my blackout expired, when he recruited me for my... It puzzled me at the time, since he's very sharp himself. I mean, he could have done the job blindfolded and... I think he just wanted someone working on it off the books. He ain't the most, straightforward kind of man.
What was Hayden working on?
Mostly that little bite you got there. Well, I'm sure he had his fingers in lots of pies, but... Whew, it's a powerful OS. And it's since been adapted to run on ROMs after they figured out how much more efficient it's focused on learning algorithms, so it can tailor itself to each user's habits. And it functions... Huh. My mama would have sudsed your tongue for that.
Don't be so rude. Besides, I could understand them. Why couldn't you?
No, fella. That's just a fancy way of saying all ROMs connect to all other ROMs within range. It's handy in dense population areas like out in the sticks, though, you're stuck connecting to regular old pipe. I don't rightly know.
I can't avoid the thought that Hayden's disappearance has something to do with me, based on his recent behavior.
Well, let's see. Hayden was pretty hush-hush about his work on your creation, but if Parallax found out about it somehow... Ooh. It ain't always so good for a big company when their leading product declares independence. I'm certain Hayden had some kind of intellectual property clause written into his contract with them, but... he would just get fired. Maybe even sued. I can't imagine they would disappear him. I mean, they ain't the CIA or anything. Oh, don't you worry about Jet. She just don't have a lot of patience when talking to genotypical folks like us. She's had to deal with an awful lot of pricks. 'Cause, well... Whew, they are. Especially the hybrids, though I think it's more the way they look than the way they act. Nah, I'd leave her alone if I were you.
Okay.
She's sharp enough on her own, but she's got friends in low places. She does owe me a favor, or three. But I ain't sure I want to waste one on pulling your foot out of your own rear, you hear? Yeah, I'm not real sure, hun. But it would likely help if we knew why he went missing in the first place. I'll stay here and ask around a bit. People know me, and they sure ain't gonna talk to a noob. Why don't you hop back over to Hayden's place and grab the data cache out of his computer for me?
Can't.
We can go over his research notes. If Parallax is involved, the data cache would be the best place to start.
Wait, but
Good
I
luck.
can't.
Turin, you...
But I can't do the. I can't get the data cache. Hold on, I'm gonna save really quick. Oh my god, I have to. Okay, I'm just gonna change. I'm just gonna keep doing the same save file. Okay. Leave Stardust. You had to leave your drink. No! Not my drink. Okay. Okay, back to Hayden's place, I guess. It's not Hayden's place, excuse me.
Halt, citizen. This area has been cordoned off by the Neo-SF Police Department as part of an ongoing investigation.
What?
I apologize for the inconvenience, but I am not authorized to allow anyone to enter this location. I'm sorry, citizen, but I cannot give comment on any currently ongoing investigations. If you would like to leave your contact information with me, I can forward your inquiry to the detective in charge, who will get in touch with you as soon as it is feasible. They may have questions for you. Thank you in advance for your cooperation, citizen.
Okay.
That will not be possible, citizen. The area must be preserved in pristine condition for the collection of evidence. Only authorized Neo-SFPD personnel may... I am required by law to inform you that I am set at
Level 2 guard mode.
and any effort to make unauthorized entry will be met with non-lethal force sufficient to incapacitate. I apologize, but I must ask you to move along. Loitering around an active investigation area is prohibited by city statute, and I am authorized to issue the citation of a fine to any persons found to be doing so.
We should go ahead and get moving.
Damn.
Oh, drat. I did not expect the police to get involved so quickly. The situation is already growing out of our control. I suppose we don't have to hide the fact of Hayden being missing anymore. Do you have any ideas on how to get in there and grab that data cache?
Frickin' destroy. Maybe we should just let the police take.
Who would that be? I found no such connection when I compiled. Give me a moment. Oh, I see now. Detective Lexi Rivers. She used to date your sister.
What? Okay.
I must have missed that link in your history somehow. You have a very poor net presence.
Not
It makes
wrong.
anticipating your needs more difficult. Well, setting aside your unreasonable distaste for technology, I agree with your suggestion. Her online profile suggests that she might be willing to work with us off the books, so to speak. A considerable boon, since I would prefer to... Let us go and find Miss Rivers to Oh, right. Should I refresh my protocols for handling titles around... Done and done. We wouldn't want any social folk. Now lead the way.
Police station added to city map. Great.
Welcome to the Neo San Francisco Richmond District Police Station, citizen. How may I be of assistance today? Please give me a few moments to get in contact with Detective Rivers. Thank you for your patience. Unfortunately, Detective Rivers is out on assignment at the moment, but she has given me her authorization to send you her way.
Sick. Thanks, bud. Doing me a real solid.
You can find her by the Carousel Building in Golden Gate Park, but I will caution you to exert care.
Why's that?
She is working an investigation right now, and we are not responsible for your safety should you approach. Is there anything else I can help you with? I am not authorized to comment on any ongoing investigations, but the protests outside Genus are a hot human... Feel free to note the assistance of the Neo San Francisco... Is there anything else I... Have a good day, citizen.
Thanks. What the? Damn. Okay, time to get shot at. Okay, we're almost there. Carousel.
I don't think we have time to ride it, even
What? I thought... What?
originally built by the Hirsch.
No, I don't care about it.
It received its second restoration.
Care about the history. Sharply dressed, casually dressed. Oh, SFD ROM. Hello. Ah, Lexi, hello.
Hey there. Long time. Give me a few minutes to wrap this up, okay? I swear you wouldn't believe the amount of paperwork I have to file over a damn wrecked Froyo stand.
Froyo stand.
By the way, how's your sister doing?
Hey yo, she's fine with it. The Froyo stand. Don't rush on my account. Just man's life on the line.
I don't know if you've heard, but we got some phantom robot on the loose that everyone is calling Wonder Boy. Supposed to be a hero of the people or something, but
Astro
I have no
Boy?
idea what smashing a Froyo stand has to do with it. I guess it's just a bunch of kids screwing around at night and getting a thrill out of some light vandalism. But the brass said to take it seriously, so that's what I'm gonna do.
I'm gonna turn down the voiceover, and then I'm going to save my game. Okay, chapter 1, interesting. Well, I think I'm gonna save that there. I know we have like 5 minutes left, but I think I'm done.